Hey guys, welcome back. You're here with Tawanda and none other than the official Shannon on 7th Century Music. Shannon, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So
Hello.
great. Hello, so great to have you. We're gonna have some lovely bloopers for you guys, by the way. But before we go into that, I wanted to say, you guys, if you haven't seen the performances from Shannon, you are in for a treat because Shannon is like an absolutely awesome powerhouse performer. The first time I met you, Shannon, it was a Korek event, one of our mutual friends, Yulin's events, and since then I was like, I've got to get you in the studio. And so today you gave us a few of your acoustic songs. Now, I want to talk more about the songs in a bit later. But first, I want to tell the audience about who Shannon is and when you started singing, because I know that you've done a lot in terms of training and stuff like that. But tell the audience a bit about yourself. Like, when did you actually start singing?
Um, I have been singing, I feel like my whole life. But my parents would sign me up for Saturday drama schools. Um, Literally from 5 or 6 years old, and I'd get performance opportunities through that kind of Saturday drama school, like doing it 3 hours, singing, acting, and dancing. So I feel like singing, acting, and dancing in musical theatre is like all I've ever known until I graduated from doing it in 2020.
Wow.
And then kind of the switch happened during COVID to music. I've always kind of like written songs as a hobby, and the switch happened during COVID because everything shut down theatre wise, and I feel like I've been building up my whole life and my whole like getting towards this theatre career, and then it was just kind of like,
Stop.
what's going on? The world's gone crazy. It literally went crazy, and then I had nothing to do. Well, a lot of us had nothing to do as creatives, work wise. So I just invested in some recording equipment. I turned my parents' loft room into a studio,
Wow.
and I started reaching out to producers online, and then built up my music career from there. But essentially, yeah, I've been singing since about 5 or 6 years old. My first ever opportunity was singing at Chinkford Assembly Hall. They gave me a solo, and I was singing Kylie Minogue's song.
Oh, in church. Brilliant. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know, but yeah, and like I feel like when I was doing that first ever performance on a stage in front of loads of people for the first time in my life, and I was only a child, 6 years old, when I started to feel less scared, it made me feel like, hang on, I can do this now, you know. Initially, I felt nervous and scared, but when everyone was cheering me on like that, I was like, I feel amazing right now. Like in my head, I
Yeah.
was like, this is incredible. I would love to do this as a job one day, and it's only ever been my aspiration since literally a child. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of awesome. I love that you discovered that talent so young. Obviously, COVID interrupted a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But on our way here, because unbeknownst to all of you guys, we live like 5 minutes away from each other. So it was a perfect meeting when we met the first time, and we found out that we actually live quite close to each other. But on our way, we were having a chat, and one of the things we said was, sometimes when you're doing stuff in life, you don't realize, or something happens that you're not planning, and it
Mm,
actually ends up being a very good thing.
mm.
So you were studying at the Brit School, right?
Yes.
Classically trained theater, acting, and singing.
Yeah.
And would you say at that point you were leaning more towards acting or theater or music before that?
Um, I think the goal since secondary school, since I discovered about the Brit School and that you could train to do musical theatre there, was to be a musical theatre performer.
Uh-huh.
And so I went on to train at the Brit School. I did 2 years of musical theatre, and that was kind of instead of college.